The COVID impact on businesses, corporate insolvencies starting to rise, and the 6 rules of business success. All of this in the latest Business Finance Bulletin. Let's open this bulletin by taking a look at a topic that I can't fail but to cover, and that's the economic impact of the coronavirus. Now, a new report has come out by the SME Finance Monitor team taking a look at this impact. Now, the SME Finance Monitor team have been producing reports and surveys since 2011, typically on the mindset of small business owners, their financial performance, and looking at attitudes to raising finance. But the latest report for Q2 2020 focuses on this economic impact. So of the 4,000 small businesses that they spoke to, their Q2 2020 survey found that 87% of businesses say they have been negatively impacted by coronavirus. And essentially, the vast majority of businesses in the UK, which obviously doesn't come as a surprise. So where is this impact showing? Well, 46% of them have said that they have seen a greater than 50% reduction in sales. And many of them don't see an immediate recovery, if any sales at all, over the coming months. But the biggest impact, and perhaps the area that's of most concern, is forward planning. Now, they're looking at the numbers. 52% in 2019 said that they were planning for growth. That figure in 2020 has now changed to 24% planning for growth. So we can see there's a big reduction in business owners who are thinking positively. And in fact, 51% of those businesses surveyed said that the kind of worst is yet to come. It hasn't even started. So not really a good outlook in terms of mindset for many small businesses. So it's a case of just keeping an eye on what the market is doing. Now, one area that small businesses are concerned about is repayment of debt. 29% of them have said that they are concerned about their ability to pay the new debt that they have taken on. Obviously, they're referring there to CBILS and bounce back loans. And it's coming back to a message that I've been giving out for a number of times over these bulletins, is that in the March to April and June next year, obviously the first repayments of these bounce backs and CBILS loans will come into play. So you've really got to plan ahead for repaying those facilities. So a pretty bleak outlook, but I'm sure as the months go by, that positivity will start to return. Regretfully, I need to continue the negative theme in this section, taking a look at figures from the Insolvency Service as regards the number of firms that entered into some sort of insolvency arrangement during July 2020. Now, the figures for July do show an increase. The number of businesses that entered into some sort of insolvency arrangement increased by 29% compared to the numbers in June. So we can see some stresses are now starting to come out. But more interestingly, you compare that figure to the number of businesses that went into insolvency in July 2019. And there, the figure is a drop of 34%. So why this drop? Well, there are 3 things at play here. Number one, during the lockdown period, the courts obviously were not transacting much. And so there is a big backlog of firms that are trying to go into insolvency. So that will take some time to work its way through the system. Secondly, up until the 30th of September 2020, nobody can issue statutory demands or winding up petitions against firms where they're owed money. So again, there is a temporary ban here, which means that once that 30th of September deadline goes and creditors can issue statutory demand and wind up petitions, then we'll see numbers really coming through. And the third thing, of course, is that many businesses have been thrown a temporary lifeline in terms of CBILS and bounce back loans. That has given businesses, perhaps who would have fallen over before now, some temporary relief, but it probably doesn't really solve the underlying problem. So if you are a firm in financial problems, don't forget that your first thing is to seek professional advice. Speak with your accountant or ideally an insolvency practitioner. Those are the ones who will be able to give you good advice on what steps you can take to protect yourself and your business. Finally, I'd like to finish this bulletin on a positive note by sharing a study carried out by Allica Bank and the Centre for Economics and Business Research. Now, this study has uncovered the 6 rules to business success. So what are those rules? Well, rule number 1, hold regular training. Now, obviously, staff are our biggest asset, and therefore we should be investing in training to make sure, for example, that they provide top quality customer service. And don't forget, training is just that. It's an investment. It's not a cost. So hold regular training. Rule number 2, focus on innovation. Obviously, we're living in a fast-changing world with new ways of delivering our products and our services. So make sure that you're at the cutting edge of innovative new ideas, and just to make sure that your competition don't get there before you. So focus on innovation. Rule number 3, have a vision. Sit down and plan ahead what you want your business to look like in year 1, year 3, and year 5. Having a vision really dictates the actions that you're going to take on a day-to-day basis. So have a vision for your business. Rule number 4, expand your reach. What we're talking about here is just have a look. Are there new markets you can tap into? Are there new products and services that you can offer and sell? Just take a look at how you can get your message out differently. Perhaps use different social media channels. There are ways that you can change the way you operate in order to expand your reach. Tip number 5, reinvest in your business. And what we're talking about here is, don't sit on the cash. You've really now got to start investing for the future. So look at how you can get the best return on the resources that you've got by continually reinvesting in your business. And rule number 6 is explore your network. There are a plethora of opportunities out there if you only spoke more to your clients, to your colleagues, and even your business colleagues as well. Just really tap into the vast network that is out there in order to help you improve your business. So there we are, some great 6 tips there on rules for business success. So sit down, go through them, and see how you can implement them in your business. Well, that's it for another bulletin. As ever, I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So that's it. I look forward to being with you again next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful, safe and profitable week.